I think it's time that we just come out and say the obvious. And that obvious is that Donald Trump is not a smart person. In fact, Donald Trump is a bit of a dumbass. And I'm not talking about, wow, what a dumbass over here. I am talking about sheer ignorance. Donald Trump is a stupid person. And my evidence for that, just from this past week, is an interview that Donald Trump did on Newsmax, where he claimed that not only did Hillary Clinton use actual acid, like literally poured acid onto a computer to delete emails, but he also claimed that Bill Clinton smuggled classified documents in his socks. Let me read you what Donald Trump said. You can judge for yourself if he is in fact as stupid as I think he is. They released Hillary Clinton. I'm going to go ahead and stop right there after the first statement. What do you mean they released Hillary Clinton? She was never in custody. She was never arrested. She doesn't have a mugshot. You do. She wasn't fingerprinted. You were. They released her from nothing because they didn't have her. She was never in custody, so you can't say they released her. So that's stupid thing number one. He then went on. She hammered her phones. She used all sorts of acid testing and everything else they call it bleach bit, but it's essentially acid that will destroy everything within 10 miles. I mean, what she did was unbelievable. Nothing happens to her. Nothing happens to Bill Clinton. He took it out in his socks, you know? It was a famous socks case, which he actually ended up winning. He is so stupid it causes me pain. But here's the thing. When the story broke about Hillary Clinton, they're like, oh, she used the bleach bit. She acid washed the computer. Now, that statement, the acid washing, was a metaphor. But Donald Trump, being the idiot that he is, he just heard bits and pieces of people saying she acid washed it, because that was the nomenclature we were going with, apparently. So he's like, acid. Oh, I know what acid is. Acid destroys things. So she used acid. And then from there, his very stupid, non-functioning brain kept adding to it. Like, oh, okay, well, she literally poured acid to delete the emails because, you know, when you really want an email gone, you just pour acid on your computer. It's not like there's, you know, servers and the cloud system. And my God, don't tell Trump about the cloud because he's going to think there's literal clouds where my emails are and I got to climb up to the clouds and get them. And then he says, as I told you, this acid that Hillary Clinton had destroys everything within 10 miles. So he literally believes it's real acid that apparently is as strong as a nuclear bomb. And yet Hillary Clinton was able to withstand the force of the acid as she poured it on the computers. Bleach bit, which Donald Trump did mention, and he probably thinks it's actually bleach. Bleach bit is actually software. And yes, Hillary Clinton did delete all the emails after off of the computer, but she did that after they had made backup copies that were given to the FBI. So yes, she deleted emails, but she didn't do it illegally. And she sure as hell didn't use acid that destroys everything within 10 miles. That kind of acid doesn't even exist. And as for the Bill Clinton socks case, as Trump calls it, what that is that Bill Clinton had audio tapes of interviews that he had done while president, and he kept them in his sock drawer. He didn't smuggle them out in his socks. They sure as hell weren't classified documents. But again, Donald Trump hears little bits and pieces of things, and instead of getting further context and understanding, he just has his stupid little brain concoct its own story that, oh, Trump had audio tapes in his sock drawer, which Trump's dumbass turns into Bill Clinton smuggled classified documents out in his socks. He's not a smart person, and I think we just need to straight up start saying that. He has skills, he has talents, he is a brilliant manipulator, probably the best that's ever been. But in terms of actually understanding and knowing things and having knowledge, he is very dumb. And I don't think we should be afraid to just say that Donald Trump is a very stupid person.